Right then, should we talk about Matheus Cunha then? So he joined United from Wolves for 62.5 million, right on the day the window opened in the summer, becoming Ruben Amorim's first major signing as part of the new squad overhaul. We are now basically 6 months in, and we have started to see some flashes of his Wolves form, but also the challenges of adapting to a much bigger stage in United. So I'm going to try and do a bit of a balanced look at what we've learned. There have been highs, there have been lows, and there's loads of areas for growth. 12 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. Here's 5 things we learned about Matheus Cunha. Number 1, growing pains. So the press-resistant dribbling and the chance creation have generated loads and loads of key chances, and yet he's yet to really fully unlock consistency. This is a player that clearly thrives more in the chaos, whereas it seems like Amorim wants to separate chaos from control and live more in the control. So it's very difficult to do that against teams that want to shut up shop against you and hunker down. And at times that's made him more erratic. And there's sometimes a clear desperation to try and influence the game. I think particularly against Wolves, probably more so because it was Wolves maybe. And that takes away a little bit from the quality of the chance that he creates. That's been especially the case following his return from injury. He's playing like he's got a bit of a point to prove at times, and potentially detrimentally so. Now, he is in the 99th percentile for shots total for players in his position. We've praised the fearlessness in him in taking shots often, but after having to watch the likes of Garnacho and Antony before him, these actions, when they're wasteful and erratic and unnecessary, you get punished by the opposition, and we punished and criticised those players for stupid decision-making when it comes to shooting. We will do the same with Cunha. Now, I don't think his decision-making when it comes to when to shoot is quite as bad as Garnacho's. I think Garnacho really telegraphed this, so you saw a lot of Garnacho's getting blocked. That's not really the case with Cunha's. I think he's just shooting from a little bit further out where there's a little bit more bodies in the way. I think that the manner in which they're shooting isn't identical, but the volume can absolutely be compared. Now, I think the adaptation from shifting to a side where you're always the underdog to one where you're very much one that teams maybe do respect and you're going to be asked a little bit more of. There's definitely some growing pains with that, and something that he's going to have to try and adapt to as not just the way teams treat you, but the pressure of playing in a Manchester United shirt ways as well. The holidays are here, which means it's time to give the gift of smoothness. Whether you are shopping for your partner, your brother, or yourself, we don't judge. Manscaped's Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is the ultimate upgrade for your nutsack. Just because nothing says happy holidays like a perfectly groomed cock and balls. From trimming to freshening up, this all-in-one grooming kit keeps you clean, confident, and ready for any festive occasion. You can even tie mistletoe to it. I'm not going to judge you. So go ahead, unwrap confidence this season with Manscaped. Head over to manscaped.com and join the 13 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and use the code Howson, that's HOWSON, for 15% off your entire order. Now, it is an all-in-one grooming kit. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is your ultimate holiday helper, taking care of everything from below-the-waist maintenance to taming those rogue nose and ear hairs. Think of it as your seasonal survival kit, keeping you clean, confident, and ready to dominate cuffing season and all the festive gatherings ahead. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra Groin and Body Hair Trimmer is the star of the holiday grooming lineup. Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra delivers precise, smooth trimming every single time. It is reliable, it is efficient, and it is ready to perform whether you're prepping for a holiday date night, the office party, or just staying fresh for family gatherings. Bit weird, but okay. Weed Whacker 3.0, that's for the ear, the nose, the eyebrows, all that sort of stuff. Trim all those stray hairs your face likes to create. No surprises, no awkward moments with a Weed Whacker. Stay polished, stay confident, and ready for every single occasion. And then they've got a ball aftercare coming with the package as well. After a close shave, give your most precious ornaments some much needed TLC with a Crop Soother, which is ball aftershave lotion, and Crop Preserver, which is anti-chafing ball deodorant, which will keep you fresh and comfortable and ready to slay all day. You even get a couple of free gifts in there as well. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra doesn't just stop at grooming essentials. It comes with 2 holiday bonuses. You've got the Boxers 2.0 in the colorway Midnight Bravo and the Shed 2.0 toiletry bag. Premium extras make sure that you are always ready to jingle and mingle, whether you're home or on the go. So give the gift of smooth this holiday season with the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. You get 15% off the entire order with the code Howson. That's HOWSON at manscaped.com. That is 15% off with the code Howson, HOWSON at manscaped.com. Stay on top of the grooming game and ready for anything this season throws your way. Number 2, versatility. Now, his ability to drop into pockets as our left side number 10 has absolutely injected some creativity into United and into our attack. He is a genuine facilitator. He absolutely thrives on having a free license to roam. He drops from deeper positions to impact wherever he sees fit, and he's capable of playing as that centre forward as he has done in recent games, giving us an option instead of Benjamin Sesko while he's been out. But he's also very keen to link up and release a high volume of shots, even if they are a little bit more low percentage. Now, you can't be too negative, as there's plenty of positive flashes here, even if there's been some growing pains. But his per 90 stats over the last year really speak for themselves. He will take you on, he will carry the ball, and he is an absolute ruthless progressor. He just got to get on the score sheet a little bit more. So in terms of his non-penalty goals, we're talking 77th percentile. In terms of his shots, 99th percentile, but it's 4.09 shots per game. It's not like an obscene amount of shots. It's just a heavy number of shots. When it comes to his shot creating actions, he's in the 89th percentile for that. 4.83 shot creating actions per 90 minutes. That's for himself and for others. So that's a positive thing. He's creating chances. He's not just taking shots that other people pass to him, but he's also creating chances for other people. In terms of his progressive passes, 81 percentile, which means 5.19 per game. 85th percentile for successful take-ons. You know, interceptions is high up there as well, showing you what he does in terms of the defensive side of stuff. He's getting on the ball and he's making things happen, whether it's shots for himself or trying to create for other people. It's undeniable. Thirdly, tight space struggles. At Wolves, Cunha had a lot of open space to carry the ball and to shoot. He was third when it came to carries in the Premier League into the final third last season. At United, he's facing more compact defences. Now, it hasn't exposed him, as some people are trying to say, but it has been something that he has to navigate. He's not really a pure box threat. He's not really an in-behind runner. So you're going to see fewer goals despite the higher shot volume because of the way that he's getting the ball. For United, he's taken 33 shots, 3.5 per 90, which is a high volume, but it's also not good because he's converted just one goal, which means that there's a real drop-off point. Now, 33%, 11 of those, have been shots on target. That is a little bit down from 40%, which we saw at Wolves last season, possibly due to the fact that he's taken them from slightly different positions. Now, his progressive carries, those have dipped. 2.87 per 90 for United, where it was 3.88 for Wolves, and the successful take on in the final third at 2.02, 54% success rate, which is actually up slightly at 44, but at lower volumes, reflecting fewer opportunities to exploit space. Cunha's game is built on transition play and carrying the ball from midfield into that final third. That was the kind of crux of his success at Molineux, where games allowed him, because they were open, to isolate defenders and drive at the box. Against a compact low block, defences that are dug in deep, the congested channels, it forces a little bit more patient kind of possession, and that neutralises his dribbling, which is down 21% in attempts per 90 since coming to United. And it exposes the finishing. His role as the left side 10 in Amorim's system demands him to drift wide, but also to pin opposition fullbacks and link with our own wingbacks. At times, he prefers the more static position where he can be the bounce pass and play a 1-2, or the wall pass, some people like to call it, over the solo runs. And that kind of clashes with what Cunha likes to do when it comes to Rome. So not only is that maybe clipping his natural tendencies, but also his ability to affect the game from that goal-scoring standpoint. I think that's what isolates and amplifies the frustration in the build-up phase against tight defences. There's undoubtedly room for growth in that department, in my opinion. Number 4, work rate. Now, this is exemplary. Even on his off days, the intensity that he plays football with shines. He brings a relentlessness to pressing. He's got a genuine desire to make an impact defensively. He's got this grit that you can tell that he's played under Simeone, and it's the kind of determination that gives every underdog a chance. Hence why he was so good at Wolves. So whenever it felt like United were being a little bit too passive in recent games, the absence of Cunha had a big part to play in that. Amorim sees United having so much room to grow defensively, and of course we do because of the amount of goals we can see, but also offensively. And I think that speaks to the long-term potential of what we've got with Cunha. And then finally, he's exciting. This is a move that still feels pretty fresh. He's the kind of player that you notice when he isn't there, regardless of whether he's playing his best football. He has so many attributes that help and benefit the team that when he's missing, you feel it. And despite the early hiccups and probably a little bit too high shot volume, the hunger in him suggests that there's untapped levels that he can reach. The desperation to get on the score sheet, I think that's a permanent trait of his. He's a grafter, and I think the gaffer believes that he's not even peaked yet, and that those flashes that we see make it hard to disagree. His best moments might be in the transitions, but he is an exciting, Premier League proven quality that you have to believe there's more gears to. So I'm very happy with his signing so far. Won't hear any talk of him being a flop whatsoever. I love his ability to play on one touch. I think that's something that, Mbuemo's got it as well. And I think once they start to settle into who they are and the rest of the team around them, and it becomes predictable, I think you're going to really see some genuine quality coming out of these two. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on Cunha in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Laters. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.